Mad, sick, Reggaeville.
Reggaeville Massive, this is Chiemsee Reggae Summer 2013. My name is Munshi, and I am with the drum and the bass of the Indiggnation, the heartbeat and the pulse of the band. I have Danny Bassie to my left, and I have Peter Kongz Samaru to my right. Welcome to Chiemsee Reggae Summer. Danny, how you feeling today?
Man, I'm feeling good. Out and bad.
Nice.
Yeah.
Glad to hear that. How are you feeling, Kongz?
Boy, me great, you know. Me great, man. It's been a great night, so we give thanks.
Must. It was actually your last show of the 2 months tour throughout Europe. How has the tour been for you?
Can't complain. It's been going great, excellent. I mean, as usual, you know, ups and downs, but I mean, the good way surpass the bad, so I have to give thanks in all things.
Most definitely. Danny, was there a highlight that after those 2 months you can now draw a line and say, okay, that was definitely like the wickedest thing that happened?
I would say, this show, for the longest while, this show is the bomb.
Really?
Yeah, man. For the longest while, this show is the bomb. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
So
Nice.
what was so special about this show tonight?
Well, the energy. I was planning to release my thing, but certain person wasn't here, so I couldn't get for release what I was supposed to release. But you don't know, I have it locked here, man. Nice, man. Smooth.
Most definitely, tonight was really a mad show. You had Kabaka joining you on stage as well as Gentleman. The people were really enjoying themselves. They were as loud as I never heard them throughout the whole weekend. Really, must definitely tell you that. So you must have enjoyed that. But apart from speaking of what happened today and what happened during the past 2 months, of course, we want to introduce these two persons, the Indiggnation, as they were in this nation and in these nations. And as I said, they're playing the drums and he's playing the bass. So when did you actually, Kongz, when did you start with the drums, and how did mom and dad react when all the noise was going on?
Whoa, what a topic to start on. Well, I originally was supposed to go to art school, as in visual art.
Okay.
But then I changed my mind and I said music. I mean, they weren't in total agreement with it, but I have to choose my destiny, you know? I have to know what works for me. I can't live my life for my parents and whosoever else around me. So I did that, you know?
So how old were you actually by that time?
About 17, 18.
Okay.
So I started drum late high school, like grade 10. So yeah, I'm a late starter.
So was that actually Edna we're talking about, the school you were supposed to go to for arts?
Yes,
Okay,
Edna.
okay.
Yes, Edna.
So Edna Manley, as a matter of fact, is the school where you also graduated, and you wrote Jamaican history when you graduated, being the first Jamaican to graduate with a bachelor's degree in drumming, right, in Jamaica.
Yes, that's right.
How many hours and days and then months of rehearsal did it take to reach that point?
Well, it's my life, you know, so it's my everyday thing. It's just like you get up every day and you put on clothes, you know. It's just a part of the everyday life. So I just grow. It's me. So I just do it.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it.
So how did you eventually meet with the rest of the band and get to join the Indiggnation?
Well, I played on a show. No, I went to watch a show where Protege was performing, Bands Incorporated. And after that show, we went to another show in Wikiwaki, and he saw me and said, come and jam some music. And I said, all right, no problem. And from that, it's just been magic.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask, you said magic, that's the vibe. What would you say is also special that had you join, in particular, the Indiggnation, that said, okay, these are the brothers and sisters that I want to make the music with?
The mission of the people, the heart of the people, the love that they have for music themselves, you know, the passion and everything. It's like you can't help but want to be a part of this unit, you know. When it's on stage, it's just magic, you know. Everybody's just free, everybody's expressing themselves in their own way. So I mean, you can't resist something like that.
True. And part of the unit is, of course, also Danny Bassie. And I think I don't really have to introduce him because everybody must know Danny Bassie. How did you actually get to start to play the bass?
Well, that is a big story that where I forgot to take a 2 days to talk about all of these things. But I'll make it short still.
Maybe, yeah.
I'll make it short. Yeah, when I usually go to school, I usually go to Denham Town, secondary, So I usually carry my guitar down there because my father was a musician thing. So in those times when him have all of the back line, like drum, bass, keyboard. So normally when he's gone on the street, I usually thief out and play the things them, and tell my cousin say, watch when my father come in that I can get to pat them up back before him come and see me. You understand? So from there I start ping pong. But instrument wasn't my thing. Singing wasn't my thing. Yeah, singing. I love singing and dancing. So we more penetrate the singing and the dancing. So I'm an active person. Somebody do everything, So when I start to learn for play bass, I'm usually carry my basket, go to school, secondary school. I'm usually go and think to end up down High Times. That is downtown, down at the waterfront, with Muta Baruka. So and Earl China Smith and Muta Baruka. So it was there, but they make 3 bands. The first band was China Smith, Ben Bo, and Chris Murdered. And the second band was me, Squidman, and Barnabas, and Danny Badness. So from there we start to play and get to love the thing and Ray and all of stuff like that. So we start to play, you know what I mean? Start to play bass and thing and Ray with them and stuff. And from there now, go to King Tubby's.
Right.
So when I go to King Tubby's, I never go to King Tubby's to play any music. I go there to sing. That was the addition I was supposed to do. I go there and sing and I pass. So him tell me say, you can come back tomorrow. And the rest of people him tell me I have to come back next year and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So when I go back the next day, so him look at me and say, so you can play instrument? I say, yeah man. And from I start play from that, King Tubby say, you find some youth and then gonna become stars. And from that, we start record and stuff like that. And King Tubby have been telling all kind of people, telling Yabu, Jashaka, and all of these people from England. And I tell them about the look youth them and thing. I say, yeah, them youth, them bad, you need to come check them out. You understand?
Right.
Yeah, man. So we just record for Yabu, Jashaka, and all them producers and stuff like that. Yeah.
And of course, throughout the years, you also work with other producers. We said King Tubby, yes, King Jammy as well, artists such as Sizzla that you work with a lot. You formed the Firehouse crew. As we said, many different stops and many different projects. So what would you say had the biggest impact on your career? Would you say that influenced you the most or that really moved you the most? That was the greatest time or what?
The greatest time for me when I played the first set a track on the Shabba Ranks album named Raws Ever. I think the first track where I play on was named Bedroom Bully, something like that, So I would get all plaques and stuff like that. So that was my big moment. Yeah, and I get a big publishing from that too. Right. Yeah, so that was my big moment, when I achieved in music business, yeah man.
And you said you're a studio musician, but you also, like tonight, you played live. So what would you say, what you prefer?
Well, I prefer both of them. So when you play in the studio, you just know what to play when you go on the stage, because you know have to gauge yourself. So you have, as I was saying, you have 2 different sets of musicians. You only have some that only can play on stage, but they cannot play in the studio. So you have the one that play in the studio and play on the stage. So that's a complete musician, you understand? Yeah.
So tonight you played on stage with the Indiggnation. So what I really would like to know, how did you get to meet the rest of the band and eventually join the Indiggnation?
Well, how I get to join the band is Dan Carlion, producer Dan Carlion. Yeah, we were doing some recording of his studio and stuff like that. And one day I went up there and I see Proto, but I didn't know that Proto was his cousin and stuff like that. So I see this youth, a DJ, and I said to myself, I said, Dan, who is this youth? He must say, I'm family and stuff like that. And I said, yeah, you're joking with this man. You're joking. You need to work at this man and get an album with him and put him out the street, because I'm so good, I'm going to shot and thing. And say, yeah. I say, because normally everything that I said to Dan, he would do it, because I'm confident in me. You understand what I'm saying? And from there, and then But then project start come around and we start record some tracks and stuff like that, and you know, I'm saying him having band and stuff like that and thing, but him been changing musician and bass players and thing, just feeling out, you know. I'm saying did want me to play for him band, and I say, well, you have to give the youth them a try still, and then you want to come in for the youth them thing, you know, them go and do them thing. I'm the day they're going with them and stuff like that, and you know, I'm come to me and say, yeah, I really want you come see what I go on at the rehearsal and stuff like that. And when I come in, I can feel out what I go on. So I just come in and just feel out what I go on, but just come in and fit in, you think? And that's why the thing start from there.
Nice.
We're 8 months now, going to 9 months now, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
I'm really glad you all found one another, you know, because that's why we got to enjoy these past 2 months that were so grateful with wonderful music, wonderful performances of you guys. You think you're gonna miss Europe a little bit when you're leaving?
Actually, I don't want to go home, you know.
Oh.
I mean, I want to play music all year round. I'll go and visit Jamaica. I want to stay in Europe. I want to go everywhere and play music. I don't want to go home right now.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I don't want to go home.
All right then, just say it. So that you're soon gonna come back as well?
Yeah, I gotta come back. You know, I was in Europe. I was in Europe around here, season out of season, I was in Europe. It really matter to me. Anytime I'm ready, I'm just ready. Anytime I'm ready, I'm ready.
All right then,
Yeah,
all right. I like that spirit. That's a good spirit. So, as I said, the Indignation was, is, and will be again in this nation. Thank you guys so much for coming, for taking the time to do this interview. I wish you all the best. Much love and respect. Thank you very much.
For having us.
Thank you, Kongz.
Blessed. One love.
Thanks a lot. Really wonderful.
Mad, sick, Reggaeville.